Welcome back to the Palm Springs Linguist channel. Today I have Pat from Laid Back Languages, and we are going to continue what we did on Pat's channel on Laid Back Languages, where but we're going to reverse change the tables, reverse the tables. So on our last video, Pat was asking me different British slang to see if I knew them. So today we're going to turn the tables, and I'm going to ask Pat some American slang, or at least what I think is American slang. We'll find out, and see how well he knows them. So, Pat, if you could just quickly tell us where we can find you on YouTube.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Pat from Laid Back Languages. You type that into YouTube, you'll find me, Laid Back Languages, and I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. Those are the platforms I am mostly active on at the moment. So yeah, Laid Back Languages, you'll find me.
Okay, terrific. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to throw some. I'm curious to see how this is going to work, and that I predict that British people know American slang better than Americans know British slang. So, but I've worked hard to try to come up with some. So we'll see how if I can stump you at all. Okay,
Yeah.
so the very first one, wife beater.
Okay, a wife beater. So that would be what we call a tank top.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you use the term tank top in the States
We
as well?
do, yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, so a wife beater. So I thought that was an English expression. So that's interesting. I've learned something.
Oh, okay.
I thought that's
Oh,
British. Yeah. So
that's interesting because that seems so American to me because I imagine like a redneck from the middle of from the middle of the country, well, not the middle of the country, but like, out on some roadside in the middle of nowhere. But obviously that's not the case.
yeah,
So specifically a white one for us.
yeah. So basically, yeah, like a white. We call them vests as well. I don't know if you would use the word vest.
For us, a vest would only be something that you'd wear on the exterior, and it would have no sleeves.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we would call it a vest. Yeah, wife beater. Yeah, it's a common term here as well. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's try another one. Boondoggle.
Right. So that's a bit harder. A boon. Say it again.
Boondoggle.
Boondoggle. So with my accent, boondoggle, I could never say that. A boondoggle.
Yeah.
A boondoggle. Is it to do with technology?
No,
No.
no. And
Okay.
it's a noun, so you'd say that was a boondoggle. Oh, what a boondoggle.
What a boondoggle. What a kerfuffle we might say in British English. What a mess kind of thing. Is it that?
You're kind of onto it. It's specifically a scheme. Like a scheme that wastes like time or money. Like, oh, that was a boondoggle. That was a total waste of time or a total waste of money.
A
Okay.
boondoggle. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one. Okay. So specifically for a scheme when someone like wastes your time, wasting
Yeah.
a boondoggle. Okay. When you've been
Waste
swindled.
money, waste time. Yeah. And of course, if you ever think of a British equivalent, of course, speak up. So here's the next one, slaying it.
Saying it. So I think this is quite a modern one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or yeah, was it something that you grew up with or not really? People saying slaying it.
I think it's more recent,
Yeah, you
but it is
slayed it.
something that I would say.
Yeah, and it's come over to the UK as well. We would say, yeah, you're slaying it. Uh, Traditionally, we probably say you killed it or you smashed it. Like you've done something very well. You're slaying it. But I think, yeah, in pop culture now they say like slay,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
slay girl, like you're killing it, you're smashing it. That's what we normally
yeah.
say.
Okay, very good. Okay, how about the OG?
The OG. So that stands for the original gangster, does it?
Yes, yes, very good.
The OG.
Yeah. What would be the context you'd use it in?
Um, I don't know if this is like technically right, but I would use it, for example, in the like the language learning community. All right, I would call people like Richard Simcott, Luca Lampariello. I would call them the OGs.
Yeah, Steve Kaufman, another one. People like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, here's another one. The 411.
Oh, I've heard the 411. I've heard this, right? I've heard it, and I've heard it in a film. I think it was in Mean Girls. It's a film I've watched a lot just because
Oh yeah.
my sister loved it, and it's a classic. To be fair, for a chick flick, it's hilarious.
Uh,
Um, the 411. Does it mean like gossip? Give me the gossip. Give me the.
yeah, that, yes, basically, yes. It's the information. So it doesn't have to be gossip, but it can be. You could just say, oh, can you give me, like, if let's say you just came from a meeting and you didn't attend that meeting, you could ask me, oh, what was the 411 of the meeting? It's what's the information, but gossip is obviously is information. So it works there as well. And that comes specifically from on American telephones. If you dial 411, that's information. So that's where, like, if you needed somebody's phone number, you would call 411. I don't even know if that exists anymore, but like when I was a kid, that existed. Like we have 911 for an emergency and 411 for information.
Right. I don't think we've got a number, or we didn't. I don't think we had a number for information. Do you know the emergency number in the UK?
I don't,
Nine nine
which is kind
nine
of scary because I've been there. Say it again.
999.
999.
Yeah,
Okay, that'll be easy to remember.
yeah.
Doesn't that seem like something they should standardize across the world?
I guess so. I guess so. But people in their countries are just so used to their own numbers now. Like 999. You couldn't change that in like the UK's like collective mentality now. It would be too confusing. And I think it's quite cool as well. I don't know any other countries apart from the States and the UK, to be fair.
I know there's one in Korea. There's probably one in every country. I just maybe they could set it up so that 999 would work, and then whatever the international standard would also work, so that way people don't have to think of a new one. But I just think, like, if you're a foreigner coming in and you have an emergency, I've been to England many times. I didn't know it. What if I had an emergency? Of course, I guess I could just ask a local. There'd always be some local nearby.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, let's try the next one. Asshat.
Asshat.
Yeah.
What is an asshat? I mean, I hope it's not a compliment. I wouldn't be too chuffed if someone called me an asshat. An asshat. Uh, you're an asshat. It's, I would think someone who's an idiot. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're stupid, they're an idiot, they got their head up their ass, they're an asshat.
Oh, it's from having their head up their ass. Okay,
Exactly, exactly.
an asshat.
Okay, let's try another one. Snailblazer.
Snailblazer. Cool. These are good. I thought I would get like a lot more of these right. I was pretty confident, but snailblazer. A snailblazer. Um, it must be something slow because it's a snail, right? A snail blazer.
Yeah.
Something that's like a slow burner.
So it does mean something that someone who's slow, but they're really good at what they do.
Oh,
So
I
if
like that.
somebody, like, if you're working on a team of people and there's somebody who's like they're great at their job, but they're not quick. They're slow. They're a snail blazer.
Right. I like that one. I like that. Snail blazer.
Yeah, so it's obviously a play on words with trailblazer. And it's not it's kind of a mixed bag because it's like it is basically a compliment, but you're also saying they're kind of slow at doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it
Okay.
could be seen as a bit of a backhanded compliment, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it's one where the context matters tremendously. You can tell by somebody's tone of voice whether this is a compliment or not. but
Always.
generally snailblazer would be something good. Okay, here's another one. Up the wazoo.
Up the wazoo. Up the wazoo. Oh my God. I can't even guess. Let me. Up the wazoo.
Oh, I'm so happy that I'm getting something you don't know. I was
It's
so
really good.
concerned that you would
It's
know these
really.
all.
No, up the wazoo. Someone's pregnant. Oh, she's up the wazoo.
No, it means there's a lot of something. So like if you say oh, do you have any old vinyl records? Oh, I've got vinyl records up the wazoo, meaning that you've got a ton of them.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's think of an equivalent. Uh, in proper slang, you could say for days.
Oh yeah, we would say that as
Yeah,
well.
but you'd say
You've
that.
got vinyl records for days.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good equivalent though, but we use it too.
Ah, okay. Up the
Okay.
wazoo. I've
Yeah.
never heard that in a film or anything. Or maybe I have heard it, but I just kind of didn't understand it and I was like, oh, whatever, okay, it's not important.
Yeah. I'm really glad that when we did the video in the reverse, that we did that one first, because it took me a while to come up with ones that I thought I had a chance that you might not have heard of. And that helped kind of prime the pump for me. So, okay, dope. Something's dope.
Dope. Dope, yeah, it's used in the UK as well now. Something is dope. Something's really good. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You get people use that in the UK now, but we know it's an American expression,
Okay.
so it's kind of it's used, but I wouldn't say ironically. But I would never say it like in a serious way. If someone said to me, so, "Oh, something amazing's happened," I would never say, "Oh, that's dope." They look at me like, but if yeah, I could use it kind of ironically, being, "Oh, that's dope, man,"
Yeah.
pretending I'm American. Yeah.
I feel too that in the United States that you kind of have to be under a certain age to even use that word. If an older person said, "Oh, that's dope," that we would all look at them like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Like, it
What
just
what's
doesn't sound natural coming from an older person.
what would be the cutoff age? Like
Hmm.
35, 40?
Uh, I think you could say it up to 40, but probably not beyond that.
No. Okay.
Okay, here's another one. Conniption.
Can say that again? Conniption.
Conniption.
Conniption. What on earth would conniption mean? Conniption. Um, could you
Like
use
he's
it?
having a conniption.
He's having a conniption.
Yeah.
I would not understand that. He's having a conniption. He's having a stroke.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting guess. It's a temper tantrum.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
Conniption. Wow, and you would use that like day to day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, okay. For kids, like toddlers or adults?
I would say that's more for adults. You're more likely just to say that a child is having a temper tantrum. But if you said that an adult is having a temper tantrum, that's pretty insulting. So you're more likely to say, "Oh, he was having a conniption."
Oh, okay. We're quite cutthroat, I think, in the UK. We have an expression, but we would use it with both toddlers and adults. So like throw a wobbly.
Bro
He's
wobbly. Oh wow.
throw a wobbly. I guess it's kind of like because you're wobbling all over the place. You're like, oh,
Yeah. Oh,
stress.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's we can use the word tantrum. I think tantrum's the standard English, isn't it, for like
Yeah.
all
Oh,
countries really.
yeah.
Yeah, but then yeah, throw a wobbly is the equivalent
Okay, how about to 86 something?
to 86 something. That's got to come from some kind of sport, right?
I'm not even sure where it comes from.
To eight, I'm trying to think to 86, like what sport?
Yeah.
86 to
I'll have to look
86.
up the etymology and maybe I can do a social media post of etymology or something. I don't know where it comes from, but we use it all the time.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you could. 286 something is um to 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 do something very well,
No, it means to get rid of something
to get rid of something.
or to stop something. Like if we're going to 86 this video, we would just stop it right here.
Really? To like
Yeah.
just to bin it, we would just say just bin it.
Minute. Okay. Okay. In the ballpark.
In the ballpark. In the like if I were to have a guess and I would be like near enough right, we'd say it's in the ballpark. Is that the same thing? Like
Yeah.
closer,
It means like
close, and approximate kind
exactly.
of around is in the ballpark.
Exactly.
We'd use it. What would we use it for? Give me a ballpark figure.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah. We must have taken that from the Americans because that's baseball, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It means anything that's close. Okay. The John.
The John. The John. Got to be the toilet. Go
Yeah.
the yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
John.
Exactly.
I might have heard that. I think we call what do you say in English? In English, in my English, the
Yeah.
jocks.
The jocks. Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Oh,
we would just say Lou as we talked about
yeah.
in the previous video, I think. Yeah, the Lou.
So the only connection I can make to, I've never heard the jocks, but the connection I make to that would be jockstrap, which is, covering up the area that you're going to use if you're on the jocks, on the John.
Could be. But honestly, I don't know if I'm misspeaking now because I'm thinking
Oh,
jock,
okay.
jacks. On your jacksie is your ass.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, but I think it's I think it's London, like London slang. I wouldn't really say jacksie on your jacksie.
Oh, okay. Okay. What if something is tight? What does that mean? If something's tight?
It's tight. It's difficult to do.
Just the opposite. It's good.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tight. Oh, I no, I think I've heard that. Tight.
Like if I just watched your video and I said, "Oh, that video was really tight." Like it was very well done. It was good.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That would make sense. Tight. Yeah, like what would we say? We'd say sharp.
Oh,
Especially for
yeah.
someone's like haircut. You know, if they've got a nice haircut, we say you're looking sharp. You're looking like it's a similar feel, isn't it? Like tight, sharp, like clean edges.
Yeah, we could say that as well, and but it would be a little bit formal, only a little bit, not like super formal. Okay, how about Gucci? Everything is Gucci.
Everything is Gucci. I guess it's from Gucci, like Gucci, right? Like the brand. Everything's everything's cushy, we might say. Everything's good. Everything's
Yeah,
perfect.
everything's good.
Yeah, everything's cush cushy. That's what we say.
Uh, Gucci, you said?
Cushy,
Kushti. Oh, I've never heard that.
cushy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Are you down for this?
We'd use that. We
Okay,
would say, ironically, we'd say like the opposite. Are you up for something? Are you up for going out? I don't know if you say that in the States.
we do. We say both, and
You
it's
say both.
interesting because they both mean exactly the same thing, really. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel, are you down? Are you down? Uh, I think we know. I think it's one of those American expressions we kind of use. Are you down? We more say, are you up for it? Are you in? Maybe. Are you in?
Oh, yeah. We could say
But
that as well. Interesting that we can use so many prepositions with that phrase, and they all pretty much mean the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'd say, are you game as well?
Yeah, we would too.
Yeah. Are you game? Are you down? Are you in? Are you up for
Okay.
it?
This one's probably pretty easy. Chillax.
Yeah, chillax, like to chill and relax, chill out.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty obvious from the It's a portmanteau of chill and relax. Okay,
Yeah.
here's one. Netflix and chill.
To Netflix and chill. Yeah, we use that. I think that's pretty international now.
Okay.
I wonder if it started in the States. I guess it probably did, right? I think Netflix is an American
Well, what
company.
does it mean to you? What does it mean to you as a British person?
To Netflix and chill, it means you're
Yeah,
gonna basically sleep with someone.
yeah, exactly. It's
Someone,
sex.
yeah, yeah. If someone comes around to Netflix and chill, yeah, you put the movie on for maybe 10 minutes or however long, and yeah,
Exactly, exactly. It's a euphemism for sex, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it can also be used just to say to I'm gonna go home and relax, like with somebody, but the underlying assumption is that it's sex. Okay, how about a booger? What is a booger?
a booger. We call boogers bogeys. So like the
Boogie.
bogeys, yeah, yeah. The I don't know how to say it properly actually. The mucus that comes out your nose,
Yeah,
the
mucus, snot. Oh,
snot.
I'm not sure that snot is necessarily a. I mean, that's probably slang as well. I don't know.
We
Mucus. I guess if I'm in a formal setting, I'd have to say mucus. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Get my grub on.
Get my say it again.
Get my grub on.
Get my grub on. Gonna start eating.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna go eat. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, grub being food. Yeah. For
How,
that, we've got for food instead of grub. Well, we would use grub, but we would also say scran.
scran.
Yeah, yeah, scran.
Say it in a sentence for me. Give me some context to that.
Just as you would use grub. Do you want to get some scran? Do you want to get some food?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I've
some
never heard
scran.
that.
No,
Huh.
no, it may be from my region to be fair. But I think they use it up north as well. Some scran.
Okay, how about douchebag?
Yeah, douchebag is a great word. I love the word douchebag. You douche. That yeah, that's definitely from the States. But it's one we use, yeah, very,
Okay.
very commonly. Yeah, like you idiot, like
Yeah.
you
Jerk. Idiot.
jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I'm interested in the next one. Pissed.
yeah. So this is the controversial one, isn't it? Well, controversial. It's the one I have to explain to my students like every time. I'm like, right, if an American says they're pissed, it's not a good thing. If a Brit says they're pissed, well, it's maybe that they're at a party or something.
Yeah.
Because for yeah, you guys it means to be angry, doesn't it?
Right. Exactly.
And
And for you, what does it
yeah, and for us it means to be drunk,
mean? Yeah.
be very drunk. And for angry, we'd say pissed off.
We can say that as well, but we don't have to say off. We can just say pissed or we can say pissed off. I'm thinking about the two if like one sounds possibly pissed off is a little bit more angry than pissed, but more or less the same. Okay, here's one. So you can fill in any word and then say 101. So I'll give you some examples. That surfing 101 or cooking 101 or
The
flirting 101.
like the basic
Yeah,
tips. Yeah, I don't see.
yeah,
I don't know if that is an American one or I've seen that on just YouTube videos. 101.
yeah.
It's something I may have picked up from YouTube because can't now I think about it. Uh, we would probably say that actually in
Do you know where it comes from?
I don't think I do.
See, where it comes from might be something that's uniquely American. I'm not sure, but it definitely exists here. So if you sign up for a college class, there's numbers. And so, like, if you're going to take the very most basic English class, it would be English 101 or Math 101 or French 101. And then the numbers get bigger the more advanced the class is. But the very first class would be 101. So
Okay.
that's kind of where it comes from,
Uh-huh.
the basics. Okay, how about a doohickey? What's a doohickey?
Oh, I've heard doohickey. A doohickey. A doohickey. I've heard it. I've heard it, but it's one of those words I kind of hear and I'm like, yeah, right, that's some American word. I'm not really. I never use it, so I don't remember. I don't know what it means. A doohickey. Is it like a humdinger, like something really
Uh,
good, or?
there's part of that that you have, right? Like a humdinger would be it'd be kind of a generic term for a thing that is, but humdinger like something that stands out.
Mm.
A doohickey is just simply a thing, an object, a thing. Especially
Ah,
if you don't know what the word for it is. It's like, okay, what was that doohickey that you were playing with? Like if you don't know what the word is for something, you could say that. Kind of like saying thingamabob or something like that. Doohickey.
doohickey. Yeah, we would say thingamajig. Thingamajig.
Thingamajig. Yes,
Yeah.
we would say that as well. Okay. Druthers.
Say it again. Druthers.
Others.
Druthers. Druthers. That would be a pair of brothers who like to dress up in drag.
Oh, that's an awesome guess. I love that. No, druthers. If you say if I had my druthers, it's like if I had my way, if I had my brothers, we would do this. We would go there. If I had my way, we would go there. Or like so your way, your desire, something like that. Okay, we'll do one more. And then maybe we can do this again sometime because I've got some other ones I can try to stump you with. Fag hag.
Fag hag.
Yeah.
Right, a fag hag. Okay, so I'll explain my logic, explain my thinking as I think about this one. Fag hag. Right. Oh, I think I do know what this is. It's quite a rude thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So hag's like an old woman, so a
Right.
woman. Fag from faggot, like a gay person, right?
Right.
So it's a see, I've never heard this like used. But I think I can guess it. Uh, is it those women who like to hang out with gay guys?
That's exactly it.
Is that
That's
it? Yeah. You know what?
yes.
That sounds such a strong thing to say. A
Yeah.
fag hag.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Somebody who like their best friends are gay people. It's most likely a straight woman, although it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's not really about them, it's about who their friends are. So if their closest friends are all gay, specifically gay men, yeah, they're a fag hag. Okay, well, this was fun. We'll have to do it again sometime. I've got some other ones I can try to stump you with. Make sure to check out what was the name of the video where we did just the opposite on your channel so that people can find that?
We'll link it in the comments,
Perfect.
in the description box anyway. But yeah, if you go
Yes.
to my channel, Laid Back Languages, it's called something like British versus American slang, part 1 and 2. It's in 2 parts, so check that out if you want. Thank you so much for having me on, Andy. It's been great fun.
Yeah, thank you. And so please make sure to check out Pat's channel, Laid Back Languages, and subscribe there. Also, please click like and subscribe here on the Palm Springs Linguist channel. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Thank you, Pat.
Cheers, Andy.